Good evening, everyone. My name is Luis Perez. I serve as chair of the Historic Districts Commission in Concord. Welcome to the September 15, 2022 meeting of the Town of Concord Historic Districts Commission. The commission will review one continuance and one new application this evening, and at the end, we'll conduct other business. We're conducting this meeting as a hybrid session in accordance with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Executive Order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. The public can attend this meeting in person and may access this call through both telephone and video conferencing. Members of the public will have an opportunity to ask questions and provide public comment on applications and discussions following the petitioner's presentation and questions from the commission. To do so, please raise your hand and you will be called to speak. Those attending remotely, please use the raise your hand function in the participant application of the Zoom meeting platform. If you are calling in and cannot use the platform, you may raise your hand by dialing *9. Our host will mute microphones of those not speaking to preserve bandwidth and may need to turn off video except for the commissioners, the host, and the current applicant. I will call on each commissioner for comments on an application and then open the meeting for public comment. Once there are no more public comments, I will ask for a motion from the commission to continue, to approve with conditions, or to reject. A second, and conduct a roll call vote. Once the commission has acted on an application, the applicant is free to leave the meeting. We will do a roll call of the members of the commission. Kate Chartner.
Here.
Dennis Fiore. Absent. Abigail Flanagan.
Present.
Catherine Mast. Absent. Henry Moss.
Here.
Absent. Oh, Henry's
Henry,
here.
yeah.
Okay, so we have a quorum. Perfect.
I just
Thank
seem
you.
absent.
Absent-minded.
Peter Nobley. It's absent. Belinda Shumway is here. Paul Ware is absent. And Luis Perez is here. So we have a quorum of 5. All 5 members present will be voting members. First, we will consider a continued public hearings of Gensler Bank of America, 52 Main Street. The applicant has requested to withdraw this application. Do we need a vote to accept that withdrawal, or can be accepted administratively?
I am not sure when it comes to withdrawn items. I believe since they withdraw, there's nothing really to vote on.
I think in the, sorry, Luis, I think in the past we voted to withdraw without prejudice so that they can refile.
Excellent. Thanks for clarifying that. So I will ask for a vote from the commissioners present to accept the withdrawal of this application without prejudice. Kate. Kate, do you vote in favor or against?
Yes, sorry, yes, in favor.
Abigail?
Aye.
Henry?
Aye.
Melinda?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. So the application is, the withdrawal of the application is accepted without prejudice. The new public hearing is Kevin Hurley of KPH Realty, 25 and 27 Lang Street, to modify the previously approved certificate 2214 for a 2-family dwelling to allow modification to the basement walls and windows at 25 Lang Street and painting of masonry block walls at 27 Lang Street. I think that. Okay. So you want to more, state your name and address. So rank and.
So my name is Kevin Hurley. I live at 17 Musterfield Road, and I own the property at 25 and 27 Lang Street. I filed an application to change some basement windows. More or less, there's a front window, a front unit that's 27. The back unit is known as 25, and these basement windows are on the back right-hand side of the building. And I submitted 2 plans, one showing the building, approved building elevations. If we could just bring that plan up. So if you can put that plan a little bit more to the left so we can see the rear portion of the building. Maybe it won't happen. The front two,
Maybe you can make the participants smaller.
Sure. There we go.
good. So what we're talking about is in the back 40% of the building. It shows on the first floor a triple casement window. Below that casement window, there is a single double hung window and a masonry wall that goes to the same height as the masonry wall to the right and the left. And then to the right of that masonry window, we show a similar sized double hung and then a double hung that is much smaller. To the left of that, we show a similar sized double hung window. So there's 3 similar sized double hung window and 1 small double hung window. If we go to the next slide. What we've done in that same area is we brought the height of the concrete wall underneath the triple windows on the first floor. We brought the concrete down 43 inches and changed the window from a double hung window with multiple divisions to 3 casement windows, which are similar to the windows above, except for the height of the window. And then we changed the other 3 double hung windows to casement windows. And that's the extent of this particular change.
Okay, so can you show the first slide, that the first one is the original one, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And now go to the second, so. Right, I don't think that there's I think it's what it's made. That's all you are planning to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
I guess another point that I would mention is on the left-hand portion of this slide, you see a deck. We just started framing that deck today. When that deck is completed, you will not be able to see any of these proposed casement windows on the basement level. And those are the only windows that we're talking about with respect to this application.
okay. All right, so I will ask for comments by members of the commission. Kate?
Hi there. I can't quite tell from my small computer screen of the drawings. What's the difference of depth between the 2 planes of the rear view?
So where the triple windows are,
Mm-hmm.
that portion of the building projects out 2 feet from the building to the right and the building to the left.
Okay, all right. Let's see, could I see that either drawing again for a sec? Okay, okay. Okay, no further questions, thanks.
Thank you very much, Kate. Abigail?
No objection.
Henry?
I thought it was a distinct improvement from the point of view of the people who will be inside the building. And in fact, getting rid of the multi-panes and the meeting rail, I thought that was good, and it will not hurt this building. Ann Clifford's notes, I thought, were excellent. And what I didn't know is whether I had misunderstood what is to be painted of the original concrete block. Had the earlier application, which we approved, said that everything but the foundation concrete block was going to be painted gray?
I can answer that now.
Sure, please.
So we could go on to discuss the second part of this application. And the second part of the application is, if we just bring up the elevation again. The concrete portion of the building, if you go from the left-hand side of this drawing, you go double hung window, new door that you approved, double hung window, and then you see a downspout, and a little bit beyond that, a vertical line. Everything to the left of that vertical line is masonry. Some of it, particularly the lower portion of the building, if you look at where the deck level is, everything down from that deck level is basement area. And that block is made to simulate a stone type of feature. That portion of the building has never been painted from the deck down or the basement level, but from the deck up to the fascia on the roof, it's been painted a couple of different times, a couple of different colors. And I submitted some colors. Do we have the front picture of the church / residence? You know, well, I think maybe the pictures go back to the original application. And I assume we don't have access to that tonight.
Let me see, I can see if I can find those.
My question was meant to be very simple, which is there any painting of the original concrete block that we have not already considered being proposed? And I think the answer is no.
And that's a possible interpretation. Originally, we said that we would paint the building this grayish, blockish color. And I wasn't sure that whether that covered the block or not. And I didn't originally think the block had been painted, but your commission approved us taking down the chimney. And when we took down the chimney, we found out that the block was originally a dark red.
Light.
And we found that around different portions of the building as we took down roofs and the old deck. And the block from that block that's basement level, it's never been painted. The block from that level up has been painted, and right now is 3 colors: red, a darker gray, and a lighter gray. And it's that area that I wanted to make sure before I painted it that I had your approval to paint that. And my concept is to paint it. I brought a piece of the clapboard this evening, and of course the chair can see that piece of clapboard. But this is off the upper level of the existing front unit. And our intent is to match that color as closely as possible. And it's like a gray block color. And the one we picked is slightly lighter. And we will tint the lighter color till it matches the existing clapboards on the building. It will have a different aesthetic to it because some of this block that's been painted is relatively rough. So you're going to get a little shadowing effect. And I think that's good because it will make it slightly, even if it's the exact same color as the clapboards, it will make the block area slightly darker, which I think would be a benefit. And then as we look at this front elevation that is up there now, the other thing that's already been approved is we're changing the stark white, almost a paper white, to a light creamy white, and you've already approved that change in color. So
Thank you for the explanation.
When you look at this from when we're all said and done, it's going to look pretty much like that photograph shows, except the block will be slightly darker than it is today. And you see a double hung window on the front in the center. And from the top of that double hung window down, that area has never been painted, and we do not propose to paint that. We want to keep that just as natural as it is today.
Any other questions, Henry?
No, Luis, that's all helpful. I feel supportive.
Thank you very much, Melinda.
No objections.
And I have no objections either. So are there any comments from the public? Okay, if there are no comments from the public, I will ask the commission for a motion to approve with conditions, deny or continue the application of 25 and 27 Lang Street.
I make a motion to approve the application for 25 Lang Street as submitted.
Seconds?
Second,
Okay, Kate,
Aye.
Abigail,
Aye.
Henry,
aye.
Melinda?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. So thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming and thank you for your very thorough presentation and material.
You'll have to come look at it when it's all done, because I still think it's going to be a phenomenal change in that building.
I think it's going to look very nice.
Will your construction workers all speak Finnish?
No, that should be a requisite.
But by the time they end working there, they will all speak Finnish.
But Ian, your new employee has a Finnish connection. And then, what's the lady's name that was the Board of Appeals secretary and now she's a general? Heather. Heather told me when I filed the application originally, she said that, Kevin, you know, I have a connection to that business and building. And I said, no, Heather, what's the connection? And she said, my grandparents went to church there. Thank you again.
Yes, well, thanks very much. Okay, in the other business, we have a discussion of 24 Main Street, railing modification. We have any material on that?
Yes.
Yes. And could you identify yourself?
Hi, my name is Alcantara from ALC Home Improvement.
Yes.
I've been on this commission, I think, at least twice on the past about the windows, changing colors, installing a rear door on the building.
Yes, we remember you. Welcome back.
Hi, nice. So I don't know if Haley has the plans from the architect. What happened was that fire escape from that building about a year ago was about to fall. And I spoke with the header, and she said once we're just like replacing what was rot and not changing the design, material, or style, we're good just to replace as it was. What we did, and then we had the inspector, the building inspector, he came around and he said, oh, so there was a lot of wood replaced. I like to have an architecture plan stamped by a professional architect with all the license. I want affidavit letter from a structural engineers, making sure that everything is up to code and safe. So we got all those plans from engineer, from the architect, which work on the same building today, the office that we did. And but there was one complication different that I could move. So the inspector told me to modify that back railing where we installed egress door. If you look at that plan, in front of your screen is the door on the right side from the screen, which make us bring that little railing up to code, because the fire escape, it's everything up, not to code, but it's fire escape is everything how it should be. Nothing was changed, but I present the situation for Haley, and she told me that we should go to the commission. But that little platform on the back, where it give us the access to those two doors, which is kind of like an emergency back door in case of fire or something, and that small platform is not considered by the city fire escape, which is 2 feet above the ground, which make the railing about 42 inches high. And today it has about like a 29.5 inches. And so, which means we gotta bring that on a higher level. So instead of using like spindles, so we can go with like a semi-horizontal 2x4s, which has to be 3.5 space between them, but it has to be 42.5 inch high. All the material will be the same, but the difference is I have to bring it up to 42.5 inch high, even the little stairs on the side, which has 2 steps going up to that back platform, needs to have like a little railing, 42 inch high. And that's our request here for all of you from the commission today.
Okay, so if I can clarify, what you are doing is a modification of what was approved before, and the modification is mostly in height. Is that correct?
Actually, I'm not sure if you're seeing that big stairs. That big part, no modification was done. All what we did there was just replace the rod for nice and solid wood, same quality, same material. The only modification there will be is gonna be, are you able to see that dumpster on a picture?
Yep.
Are you seeing like a little thin window between the 2 doors?
Yeah.
There's like
yes.
two railings there. The only part that we'll be doing is where you're seeing those 2 railings in front, that little window, I have to bring it to meet code 42 inch high, only on that back part there, where we have the 2 back doors.
Okay. But so the general appearance doesn't really change. The only thing that changes is the height of that railing at that spot.
Only that.
Okay. All right. So the question will be whether we should consider this for a formal vote, or whether this modification can be approved administratively. I will ask the commission for comments on both the modification and whether we should consider a formal application or approve it administratively. Kate?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I think we can approve this administratively, and I don't have any objections, assuming I grasped everything I was supposed to grasp.
Thanks very much, Kate. Abigail?
I have no objection, and I think administrative approval is fine. It's code related.
Okay, Henry?
I agree with Kate and Abby. I think the 42 inch code requirement in that location is ridiculous, but it is the code requirement. And I think that administrative approval would be fine.
Thank you very much, Henry. Melinda?
I think it's fine.
And I agree with Abigail and everybody else. So I think that we should approve this administratively. So I don't believe that there's any point in considering a formal application. We can take a vote. Should we take a vote for administrative approval? Let's take a vote just in case. Kate?
Aye.
Abigail?
Aye.
Henry?
Aye.
Melinda?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for coming by, and good luck in finishing the project.
Thank you very much to anyone from the commission. Have a great night, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, and then we have minutes from August 8th, August 4th, I mean. Did everybody read the minutes? Remember that Abigail will be checking them. So if you didn't, if you say yes, she may catch it.
I reviewed them and didn't have any issues, so I'm happy. I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes for August 4th as drafted.
And seconds?
Second.
Okay, so I will ask for a vote. Melinda,
Aye.
Henry,
I reviewed them. Aye.
Abigail,
Aye.
Kate,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. So it's 7:31. We started the meeting at 7:07, so we beat the record. I will ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Kate,
Aye.
Abigail,
Aye.
Henry,
Aye.
Melinda,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. So thank you very much.
Good night, everyone.
Shortest meeting ever. Wow, okay.